A revolution is rocking America's classrooms. iPads and tablets are putting a world of information in every child's hands. This Sunday's New York Times Magazine features the tablet takeover. One such tablet is now being used in 24 schools, and it is funded by News Corp chairman Rupert Murdoch. Joel Klein is the former New York City Schools chancellor. He's the CEO of the education division of News Corp. It's called Amplify. Welcome, Joel. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Nora.
Why is the chairman of News Corp funding this?
Because he's had a long-time commitment to public education. In fact, when I was the chancellor in New York, he was one of our principal supporters. And I think he thinks that America is now in a position where we're declining globally, and we need to change the way we do things. And so because of that, he's asked us to put together a really rich and technological both tablet and curriculum for our kids.
Is this entirely altruistic, or is there a business behind this?
We plan to succeed as a business, but this is only will succeed if it's right for teachers and right for children, Nora.
Some say, I mean, how will it work and how will it influence the role of teachers?
It'll actually strengthen teachers. That's what's so great. We're working with teachers right now, Charlie, all over the country, and they're excited about it because it has a multiplier effect. Let me give you the most simple example. One teacher, 25 kids. Some are struggling, some are really doing well. Teachers trying to balance all of that. With this tablet, she can now customize the experience. She can accelerate you while she's remediating me. And so as a result of that, it really takes the teacher and force multiplies it.
Okay, you can show us what you've got there, but is there a metric for performance by students in terms of those who have access to this kind of thing?
Well, right now, the early numbers are really very positive, but it's very, very early, and so I don't want to get ahead of my skis, but it's exciting. And the most important thing is, you can imagine the kids, you know, you guys are talking about YouTube, you're talking about Twitter. The whole world has changed, but education hasn't. It's now changing, and with the excitement you'll see. So if you look at this thing, everything is by subject matter. So the kid has got everything stored and ready to use. Teacher, one click, eyes on teacher. So now you got to put down the tablet, and I got to look you in the eye and get the classroom work.
So, Joel, everybody that has kids knows that actually the tablet and the iPhone can be incredibly frustrating and distracting. Some people call it the eye babysitter because your kid will just sit there staring at it forever. And in my case, I don't want my kids using an iPad or an iPhone, any electronics during the week, because it's distracting them from reading. So how do you answer that concern that parents will have?
Well, because it's a very different environment. This is not where you're babysitting. What you're doing is giving the teacher control. When I showed you eyes on teacher, that meant that the tablet is down. They have no ability. On the other hand, take a simple example. Suppose your kid is sick, Nora. He can now dial right into the classroom. He doesn't have to miss a day's worth of work. Isn't that something we'd all want to?
But are these tablets going to have purely educational, the stuff that's in the classroom, not games, not email, not anything else?
Absolutely. This is an educational experience. The teacher can control the whole experience. Now, after school, the teacher may want to email a child, and that would be a positive. But the teacher has control of the experience, and so in a classroom, it's very rich. Think about this. You can shoot movies to these kids while they're learning. So if you want to do a dramatic reading of Shakespeare, it's not just reading. You can have people actually acting the part. That's going to enhance the learning experience.
Is there any downside to this?
No, I don't think there is any downside. I really think, Charlie, that this is the beginning of something. And think of the content. We have a video now of one of the great actors, Chadwick Boseman, the guy who played Jackie Robinson, and he's reading the first chapter of a book. And I have watched kids light up, and they want to then read the second and the third chapter on their own. Used well, used smartly, this will be a game changer, I believe, in K-12.
Thanks, Joel.
Thank you.
Thank you.